MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Blues and the Cobras. Uranus attempt to end a six-game losing streak. Next. Brian Bledsoe, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Stepping up now, Greg Siebel. He will lead this one off today.
The shortstop, Greg Siebel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Very nice afternoon. High skies and 77 degrees at game time. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now to the plate, Shelby Marchetti. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Siebel on at first, nobody out. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Strike taken up in the zone.
3-2.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Max Taylor. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one.
Ball one, no.
First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Ball one strike.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
None out, runners at first and second. Struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. Watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Elijah Boston. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. As a look, now the pitch. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Runners are at second and third with one down. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Dale Richards, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ready with the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. With runners in scoring position this season, Richards is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The set and the 1-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Uranus is on top 1-0. Victor Brown starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So coming to the plate, Mark Lacey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting second, the second baseman, English.
At the plate, Greg English. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now the pitch. Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
And another foul ball. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, Buford Christian, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. That misses. 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 2-2. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Uranus is out in front, 1-0. Into the box, Bronco McClendon. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Bronco McClendon.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
3-0 to him now. Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now batting, Andy Corona. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Miles will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Mark Middleton.
Settling in now, Mark Middleton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Middleton is playing up the middle and center field here, but most often he can be found in right. The 1-1. 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Don't want to forget about it. And it's fouled away. 2-2 one more time. He was laid off and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Misses with that one for ball 4, so that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
The pitcher, Victor Brown, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the belt, kicks and deals. He'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Runners are at first and second with one away. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Paul Taylor, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that pitch is out.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Well, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Stepping into the box, Sean McKee. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back in. First offering on its way. Swing, and he pops him up, and that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in now, Kevin Landry, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. First and second here with nobody out. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now in the box, Michael Wright, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat, fouled off.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now another 0-2. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knot.
So now to the plate, Edwin Miles, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Stepping in now, Brian Bledsoe, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. The 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
The 2-1 home. Was offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate now, Mark Lacey. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And not in time as the run scores. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Cobras are out on top 2-1.
Leading off for the Blues, the shortstop.
In now, Greg Siebel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He worked the walk to open up the ball game. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Full count now. 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Now back, right fielder, Shelby Marchetti.
So striding forward now, Shelby Marchetti. He's picked up 4 base hits in the series on 6 tries, so he seems to be really locked in now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 34, Max Taylor.
So digging in now, Max Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A 1 pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cobras lead this one 2-1. Into the box now, Greg English. He drew a walk his first time up.
The second baseman, Greg English.
Now here's the pitch. Ball 1 too low, 1-0. tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Now the pitch. 1-2.
Ball, 2 strikes, down.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Buford Christian, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 3. Paul Taylor waits on deck. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
To the plate now, Paul Taylor, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
A rare 3-0 curveball drops in. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The right fielder,
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In now, Sean McKee. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a screwball is poured over for a strike, and he takes command. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Taylor is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Elijah Boston. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Counts 1-0.
Set and the 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0.
2-0.
Pitch on the way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
Standing in now, Dale Richards. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Shot to second base and handled for the first down.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate, Bronco McClendon. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. So far this year against Southpaws, McClendon carries a batting line right at 240.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Striding in, Andy Corona. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Landry. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Michael Wright, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Wright, originally from Mississippi, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
The 1-2.
Scratch count, 2-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now back, center fielder, Edwin Mayo.
Stepping up to the plate, Edwin Miles. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Ties him up inside with a good fastball. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping in the long ball threat, Mark Middleton. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Right place, right time, and the leadoff man's gone to start the 5th.
Now back, the pitch, Victor Brown.
Next to hit will be the pitcher. Victor Brown comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Set and the pitch. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Greg Siebel will be next. The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Line toward the gap in left center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Good job, though.
At the plate now, Greg Siebel, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Line drive base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Into the box now, Shelby Marchetti, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
In now, Max Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
The bat,
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Stepping in now, Elijah Boston, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
1-1.
2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Fouled away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 2-2 one more time. Short, hit hard. And that's through into left, a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one. Patrick takes over here with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning. Dale Richards will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
3 runs already home here. Hit down the third baseline. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Stepping into the box, Jeremy Kilpatrick. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And that's the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Mark Lacey. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Late square, and this is popped up. Boston is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. The second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Greg English. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Weak grounder down the line at third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Striding into the box, Bronco McClendon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-1 on its way. curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Bronco McClendon goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Andy Corona is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, hero, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So here now's the pitcher, Victor Brown, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Buford Christian. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Number 3.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front,
hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Middleton is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The right fielder.
Stepping in, Sean McKee. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Middleton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in, Kevin Landry. Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Christian blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. And it's a 5-3 game now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Greg Siebel. He singled his last time up. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but foul. The 0-2 once more. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
Okay, somebody's got to figure it out. Either the pitcher make a nasty pitch, or this hitter's got to put something in play, because the guys up in the booth are getting tired. We're going to need a cup of coffee after this AV.
The right fielder, Shelby.
Digging in once again, Shelby Marchetti will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately. It all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hit on the ground is short. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, the 34.
Standing in, Max Taylor. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Line toward the alley in left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Chad Hardy gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Edwin Miles.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Jacob Sellers will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Well, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there.
Howie Robinson will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 12, Howie Robinson.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Middleton comes on now, and he has it one down.
Now back, second baseman.
Digging in now, Greg English. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. Well, it took him until the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run. That would be clutch.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Buford Christian becomes out number 2 this inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And no one will get this one. 1-1. Here it is. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Just hung in there on that one. Ready with the 1-2. He lays off the fastball the way, so it's 2-2 now.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 6th home run on the season for him, and they take a 7-5 lead.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. Don't get style points in this game, but I give them some if I could hand some out.
At the plate, Sean McKee. Popped him up. Siebel there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 7-5. Dean Buck has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Dale Richards, and they'll need him to get something going here. The Cobras maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep. and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Dale Richards goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Bronco McClendon comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
And he will run this one down. A good lead off the bat for the second out. Ready once again, Andy Corona. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kevin Landry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's out. That's the ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
First baseman number 4.
Now at the plate, Michael Wright. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
To the plate now, Edwin Miles. As he runs up to bunt, but can't make contact. That's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Jason McIntosh will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting, shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Standing in now, Mark Lacey. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ed Robinson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Lacey is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Trevor Erickson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Bases are empty. One man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Greg Siebel, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No offer at a letter-high change. It's ball 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Cobras continue their push for the postseason and sweep a fellow contender.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Mississippi jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. James Bond earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Ed Robinson closes the door for the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
11 hits, no errors. They left 8 on base.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Polar Bears and the Roadrunners. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Stu Money, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping up now, Ronnie Weeks. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able. Those are the tough ones, but they should.
And our reached to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
So now to the plate, Bobby Allard. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball one. Weeks stands at second with no outs. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Money has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. 2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone, strike one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with it.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
That is third. The right fielder.
So stepping in, number 25. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. And there's ball one. The 1-1. Line drive to left. Lowry will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Coming to the plate now, Fernando Rodriguez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Oh-1 count, the pitch. Ball one, well below the zone. A ball and two strikes. Two out here and a runner at second. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Steven Oilcan gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Brent Hughes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Popped up. Rodriguez moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the third baseman, David Meredith.
Into the box now, David Meredith. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Back out.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. And the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting first, the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Coming to the plate now, Brooks McKay. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Into the box now, Basil Lowry. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Mitch Drew. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Swung on and missed. 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
At the plate now, Ty Watts. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Into the box, Bruce Castle. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Castle is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. That being very aggressive right now.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Pablo Piedra. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Still only 1 out in the inning. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground at first. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Martin Good.
Ready now, Martin Good. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First pitch coming, here it is. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to third, right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Polar Bears on top 2-0. So striding in, Julius Grady. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. Here it comes. to short. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Raymond Buxton.
Stepping up now, Raymond Buxton. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Drew is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Magruder.
Now at the plate, Tom Magruder comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, a 2-out walk right there would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
In there, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronnie Weeks.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Bobby Arlen.
At the plate, Bobby Pollard, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And it's 1-2. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. The 1-2 swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Jesus Pena, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Now the 2-1 pitch.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Ready for another chance? Fernando Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull the trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Robert Andrews. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And there's one away.
Shortstop, David Renfro.
Now at the plate, David Trinfel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Pena is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brent Hughes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brent Hughes. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Now the 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. now to the plate, Mitch Drew. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First offering on its way. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. The 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting, third baseman,
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ty Watts. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Bruce Castle. Hot shot on the ground to short. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Atlantis leads it 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, David Meredith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
A wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. Stepping in, Brooks McKay. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
That's inside. 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those two early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come faster.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
A strike, and it's 3-1. One out, nobody on. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And there are two away now.
The left fielder, number 3, Basil Lowry.
Digging in, Basil Lowry. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to right. Pena is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, Pablo Piedra.
The designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Buxton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now at the plate, Martin Good, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Ronnie Weeks.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ronnie Weeks. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he misses there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Julius Grady.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Down and away, ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Raymond Buxton. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0 home. It's a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Tom Magruder.
At the plate, Tom Magruder. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready. Here's the first offering.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Magruder tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
All even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
In now, Robert Andrews. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. 5 innings complete. Atlantis is on top here, 2-1. So coming to the plate, Bobby Olive.
The shortstop, Bobby Olive.
On its way is pitch number 75. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton is right there, 1 down.
Now batter, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Standing in, Jesus Pena. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. One and two now.
Count is 1-2.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Hit softly on the ground to first. Oh, behind the back. And that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Ready for another shot now, Fernando Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
High in the air and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Into the box, David Trinfel. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box, Brent Hughes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now.
Now batting, third baseman, David Meredith.
Settling in now, David Meredith, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
One out and a runner on third. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, but the tying run breaks for the plate. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
Number 2, Brooks McKay.
Now batting, Brooks McKay. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First offering on its way.
Outside.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Now in the box, Mitch Drew. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Drew, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And right into the shift, but this will get fouled. 2-1. Here's the pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now back, the third baseman, Ty Watts.
Stepping into the box, Ty Watts. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him.
Now back.
So digging in now, Bruce Castle comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grady is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Basil Lowry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Swing and a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Manuel Rosario comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. At the plate, Julius Rady, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Left side. And there's his first base hit in this one. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Stepping in now, Raymond Buxton. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Into the box now, Tom Magruder. First delivery to him on the way.
And now with first and third, one out, a lot can happen here. This at bat could really determine the whole course of the rest of this inning.
1-0 delivery. Rosario, a veteran at 35 years of age, is in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
1-1. Fouled away. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
To the plate now, Robert Andrews, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set, the 0-1.
One ball, two strikes.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. The 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Here's the payoff pitch.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so they'll come back and line it up again.
Payoff pitch on its way. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Left fielder looking up. Still ranging back. And they have taken the lead. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty B, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
So striding forward now, David Trinkel. And then after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Here comes the first pitch.
Inside, 0-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Back on it is the left fielder, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now. Takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. At the plate now, Brent Hughes. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Sanchez, a 25-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 8th inning coming up. The Roadrunners are out in front 6-2. Dean Ma has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So now to the plate, Martin Good, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Drilled on the ground to short, reined in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batter.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. In now, Ronnie Weeks. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. At the plate, David Meredith. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. Right there for strike one. The Polar Bears entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
Now back, first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Striding in, Brooks McKay. First offering on its way.
0-1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that pitch was out.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the lead is now 7-2. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Lined hard to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Julius Rady. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
The 0-2 once more.
I got the count 1-2.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping into the box, Raymond Buxton. First pitch on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Digging in to try it again, Tom Magruder. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Ball 2-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. 1 run is scored. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Deshaun Smooth comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate, Robert Andrews, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, shortstop, David Renfroe.
Into the box now, David Trinfel. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Castle over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
No matter, number 7, second baseman, Brent Hughes.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brent Hughes. He's set. Here it comes. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Ooh-wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Smooth, a 6'4" right-hander. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. 4 runs here in this half inning. Good waist pitch. 1-2. Off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
3-2 now. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Coming to the plate again, David Meredith, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Yep, that ball went out.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. We played 8 full. The Roadrunners are out in front here, 10-2. Stepping up to the plate, Bobby Haller.
Leading up for the Cobras, the shortstop, Bobby Haller.
The pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
The 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back, right fielder, David Pena.
Striding into the box, Jesus Pena. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Seared down the first baseline. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled away. has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. Mobile